Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another car chat. What is everybody doing? I hope y'all are doing well today. Y'all already know I got errands to run, so y'all are coming along. I gotta get another car mount. This one is not right. I feel like I need to take the one out of my other vehicle, but because this one is not it's not doing right. Hold on, y'all. How's everybody doing? Y'all, I just wanted to pop in here because I had a few things that I wanted to just chat about. I like chatting, of course. So, y'all. The first thing, let's start off with some lights. Hope your day is going well. Today is what, Monday? Today is Monday, yeah. I hope the goals that you all have for the week, making sure you put those objectives into play so where you can meet your goals and crush them by the end of the week. All right. We are in October. I know I mentioned this on my last one of my lives that we're in October. So the holidays are coming up, y'all. And in Florida, it don't ever feel like the holidays really, because it's so dang on hot. You don't have that fall weather, but I feel like I always wait to the last minute to, not the last minute, but it don't be like the day before, like the week before. But I feel like, especially with Christmas, I wait till the last minute to figure out what gifts I'm gonna get, and then I end up getting stuff that I really didn't want to get. I feel like now, of course, is the time to go ahead and start planning, y'all. So how do y'all do that? Do y'all sit down, make a list for all the people you want to get gifts for, and then you start shopping now, or do you wait until, a lot of people wait until Black Friday, but I don't do Black Friday. I don't do that. Now I shop online, but I'm not doing no Black Friday. I'm not getting ready to go stand in line all night for anything. Okay. Um, so how do y'all do that? Do y'all make a list? Do y'all feel like y'all wait till the last minute? I feel like that's me. But I'm gonna try to do better this year, especially with the kids. Um, I told one of my kids to go ahead and start making a list, and not that I don't get y'all. I don't get a whole bunch of stuff. Especially not a whole bunch of toys and stuff like that, because my kids are still in the toy phase. But I don't buy a lot of toys. I might get a couple of big item things, and then usually grandparents, they send toys and clothes and all of that stuff, because they grow out of this stuff so quick. I feel like I want to make sure they have more meaningful things or experiences and stuff like that. So I'm starting to think about that now, so that way I won't have to be scrambling trying to find certain stuff and all of that. Y'all know how I go. But y'all, another thing, have y'all been watching this Darrell Brooks trial? This and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm into trials and stuff ever since, what's the name? Uh, what is the man name? The dude that was messing with Amber Heard. I didn't forgot the man name. Um, Ever since that trial, I started. You know how YouTube does? They start recommending different videos and stuff like that, and different trials started coming up. And y'all, I started watching different trials. That stuff be interesting, right? And so I then came across Darrell Brooks. This is the man who allegedly um ran over, I want to say, I don't want to get it wrong, but he ran over some people at the, or ran into, it was a parade in Waukesha, I think it was Wisconsin, and he unalived some people. He ran his truck or something like that into the parade, allegedly, and some people, you know, passed from that, and so he's on trial. And y'all, this man is representing himself, and it's a ish show. Y'all, oh my goodness. I said, what is this man doing? Something got to be wrong mentally, because first of all, and you know, you got to follow the just, you know, the system. You got to follow the process, you know, for justice or whatever. And so he represented himself, but he don't really know, or I feel like he understand though, like some of the rules of the court. You know, the first, seemed like the first few days, the judge, y'all, the judge had to go back and forth with him for days about what he had on in the courtroom, because she was saying, like, and I didn't know this. I mean, I guess it would make sense, and mind you, I'm not a lawyer, and you know, my profession doesn't have anything to do with the courts or, you know, anything like that. So I'm a lesson, you know what I'm saying? So she was like that the reason why, you know, defendants and stuff like that, they come in the courtroom with suits on and, like, you know, dressed up, professional dress, is because she doesn't want to put in the juror's mind, really, when you think about it, it's putting in the juror's mind psychologically. Like, if they have on an orange jumpsuit, or they can see that they're shackled up, it's like psychologically in the jury's mind, you are a criminal. You know what I mean? And so that's why they encourage the defendants to wear professional dress. If they don't have professional dress, they will, they have, like, I guess, clothes stored for them who don't have, or you know, who don't have the professional dress, and they can borrow the clothes and stuff like that. She was arguing with this man for days about wearing that dang on orange jumpsuit, because he kept coming in there representing himself with the orange jumpsuit on, and she telling him, like, dude, and she ain't say it like this me. This me, y'all. Dude, I'm trying to give you a chance here, like, for real, because when these jurors see you, in their mind, they're gonna say, oh yeah, he is a criminal. And so when he was, y'all, he was arguing back and forth with the judge. He was like, well, y'all, it's not funny, but it's like comical at this point, because this man is really arguing with her. He like, well, you can't tell me, you can't convince me that at this point, if I have on professional dress or not, that these people don't know who I am. Like, they are already gonna look at me like a criminal. And she like, okay, yeah, but that's not the process. You know what I'm saying? And so she didn't had to put him out the courtroom for interrupting her several times. And she keeps telling him, like, sir, you're interrupting. Okay, that's the 10th interruption. Okay, that's the 20th interruption. She has had to remove him several times and put him in a different room, and you know, still allowing him to hear, like, what's going on, but he is so disruptive. And I'm like, what in the world? This is an issue. And so yeah, I'm like, this is very interesting. But the thing that caught my eye is that you could tell, like, I don't know though, y'all. In the courtroom, some days he's very, I don't know if he's probably just listening to what's really going on, what's really happening and stuff like that. And then on other days he started all this disruptive stuff. But his mom, she ended up, you know, the news reporters were reaching out to her, asking her to give a statement, what she thought about what was going on and stuff like that. And his mom was like, he wasn't going to give a statement, but she finally did. And she wrote a letter, and her letter was saying that he has always, and I was reading this, y'all, online. She was saying that he always had mental health issues since he was a kid, and He's had counseling since he was a kid. And I feel said where she thought, y'all, in Florida, these dang on iguanas. Girl, get out the way. These iguanas be everywhere. Okay, back to the story. So I feel like she said she kind of knew or felt like where his issues came from, but I forgot what she said it was. But I want to say she said something with the dad. I forget, y'all. Don't quote me on that. But she said that he had counseling. He's always had mental health issues. He's always been on had to have medication and stuff. And she said when he became an adult, it was she didn't use the word confirmed, but it was, I guess, discussed or decided. I think she did say decided that he didn't have mental health issues anymore. Now, the way in which she wrote it, it seems like maybe he decided he didn't have mental health issues anymore. Therefore, he stopped taking the medication. Therefore, stopped going to counseling and things like that. And she said it's just him not being on medication and him not going to counseling, it just spiraled out of control. Now, she also mentioned that this man, this man didn't have insurance to get the medication or counseling. And that's where the sad part comes in, because you can't do nothing but agree with his mom. Now she expressed condolences like on his behalf to the the families, of those victims and things like that. And she was saying she really feel like he didn't mean to hurt anybody. I mean, it seemed like he's been in trouble with the law for a while now, and he even had some what is it? I don't know. He may have had charges, but he was involved and engaged in some type of DV behavior with his ex girlfriend or his kid's mom and stuff like that. But she was saying she don't feel like he meant to hurt anybody. He's really dealing with mental health issues, and he really needs help. And but you can't do nothing but agree with her that people who lack the resources, people who lack uh finances and things like that, they don't have the means to get that. Sometimes that medication costs a lot, y'all, depending on what medication they are taking, and depending on, because there's some people with mental health issues, they on several different medications. So if they can't afford it, that's number one. Number two is if they don't have the resources, because see, sometimes you might not have something financially, but if you have resources and you know how to find those resources, then you'll be all right. But it's some people, like, you will be surprised. It's people that don't even know how to find the resources. And that's why I always try to, if it come to my mind, I try to give out a resource that I know of, whether it be a free resource, or a resource where you can get a little bit of coin off, or like 211. A lot of people don't know about 211. Like, there are resources out there to help you with the things you need help with. Now, on the flip side, you gotta want the help. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want some help. You gotta want to do better and get better and stuff like that. So that trial is very interesting, especially with him representing himself. And then today, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, the ex-girlfriend got on the stand and he was cross-examining her, and like he a real lawyer. Like, he was like, well, isn't it true, or is it fair to say? And I'm like, look at this man. And she was getting aggravated with him, y'all. She was like, that's what I just said. Didn't I just say that? Like, she was getting mad, like, this is a joke, and but you could tell this man don't know what he doing. He just asking questions. But I'm like, wow, this they gonna let this go on. And then at one point when he was arguing with the judge, I was thinking, because she was like, okay, this is your fifth interruption. This is your Six interruption. Okay, there's another. How much longer is you gonna allow him to interrupt before you really do something? Like, he playing and he know he getting over on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he keep going because you're not really doing anything about it. Like, when are you gonna do something about it? That's what I was thinking. But I don't really know the process like that of how that go if somebody's representing themselves. But it was very interesting to see. Very interesting to see, honey. Um, y'all, this is what look. I don't know if y'all noticed in my lives, in my like lives where I'm sitting down, not my little car chats, but in my lives, I like to get my nails done, right? So I got a little lady I go to or whatever, and she been doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But see, me after a while, it just depends. Like, after a while, I might get bored and I might be like, okay, I need to go to somebody else. Or, oh, she getting lax with how she doing my nails. I don't like that. I don't like that. And so, or if she, sometimes what I let my nail lady just do what she gonna do. Like, I'm not really particular on how she do my nails. I just tell her to do them. And she can get creative or whatever. Not too outrageous now because, I'm not, you know, and it's just my opinion. I'm not, in my teens or my 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional type of woman. So I'm not getting ready to let you put, all this crazy stuff. But you can do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But this time, y'all, I feel like she had a lot of people waiting on her. And I made an appointment. I had my little appointment, but I feel like she had a lot of people waiting on her. And she was trying to rush. And two nails then broke, and I don't like walking around like that. And it ain't been that long. I feel like I need to go back up to her and, like, go back to the shop and be like, okay, can you fix it? I mean, I'm sure she'll fix it, but it's like I don't got time. I don't got time for that. So now I'm in my mind. I'm getting ready to go back to doing my own nails. And see, I really don't have time to do my own nails. But I feel like if I do my own nails, do y'all be feeling like this? If I do my own nails, then it's going to always be to my liking. It's like, okay, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. You want something done right. Y'all, I used to be a nail polish junkie. I really did. Like, I would be buying nail polish. Like, I had all the colors. I had all the OPI. I had all the not so much Essie. I don't really like Essie like that. But OPI and what is that other one? OPI is probably number 2. Number 1 is China Glaze. Baby, China Glaze used to have some colors. They used to have some nice colors. And what did I do? I used to go on YouTube, find my little tutorials, how to do your little manicure. I had all the stuff to do the manicure. I mean, from the rooter to the tutor. I had all the stuff, and it would be relaxing for me. I would pick my little polish, do my little nails. It would be not, and my nails would look nice. I didn't have to worry about any chipping because I figured out what top coat to use and all of that. I feel like I need to go back to that, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do it. But I'm going to have to make the time because I'm giving my good earned coin. And I feel like you lax in the work. I don't know. It's probably just me. But anywho, so y'all, let's talk about Kanye. Lord have mercy, this man. Y'all, Ye is going down fast, like, honestly. But see, it be hard to say that because if you really, okay, put aside all the shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? Put aside the way that he goes about doing things. If you put that aside, put aside the music, all of that. If you really listen to him, I feel like, and I'm not gonna say on all things, but probably 90 to 95%, Ye be speaking that truth. And people don't want to hear the truth, y'all. Like, if you really listen to him and think about what he is saying, he is telling y'all the truth. Now, I just said 90 to 95%. And also, the way in which he goes about it may not be right. But I feel like he don't know how to go about it. But then people look at him like regular folk, because he ain't regular folk, y'all. I mean, the man got all this money. People looking at him like, okay, but you got all this money, you should be moving a different way. But that's because you got money don't mean that. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like the stuff he be saying be the truth. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, when you really think about what he's saying, it's like you gotta how he says stuff, you gotta decipher what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a direct, he's not saying anything directly. You gotta dig deep to understand the meaning behind what he's saying. And it's true. I mean, that's just my opinion. But he going about it in the wrong way sometimes. And like, you always hear people talking about, oh, just stories and stuff, saying that, black men don't take care of their kids, or, things like that. You always hear those stories, but he's trying to, like, the things that he's doing, like, for example, buying the house across the street from his kids. People like, oh, he's just trying to stop Kim or whatever. He like, I'm trying to be near my kids. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with it. Them his kids. Those are his kids. Right? Because if he didn't live near them, or he moved across country or wherever, moved to another country or whatever, they would have said, well, he ain't even stay for his kids. He ain't even get nowhere near his kids. Then they gonna say that. So he damned if he do, damn if he don't. Damn if he do. Now, him leaking it down school address, that was over the top. Now, that's part of that little 5-10%, where I'm like, okay, Kanye, you so upset, you getting out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't moving right. The way that he move is not right. But what that man is saying, a lot of that stuff be true, y'all. A lot of that stuff be true. So, but nobody, he gave the analogy when he was on Drink Champs. He gave the analogy of running the marathon. Like, if he was just running the marathon by himself, like in the street by himself, just running down the street, people would think something wrong with him. But when it's a group of people doing it, then it's cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just be deeper meanings behind what he be saying. But like I said, sometimes he don't go about it in the right way, and because of that, it's making him look bad. He in a bad light, And can y'all imagine, like, when you're saying something and people, whether you've been diagnosed with a mental illness or not, right? If you're saying something and people don't understand, or you feel like people don't understand what you're trying to say, or people don't get what you're saying, how frustrating that can be. And you feel like you gotta keep explaining it over and over and over and over, right? And another thing that I noticed too is that every time he speak, he always gonna bring up his mom. Like, he always bringing up his mom and how she took him away from his dad. Like, he'll say, she left, we were away from my dad, things like that. And so it seemed like he comparing what he felt like Kim is doing to what his mom did, or what he felt like his mom did. Because again, that's his perception of the story, right? A lot of times when you a kid, your mom tell you whatever, that's what you gotta accept, because you don't know. But I guarantee you that it's parts of his mom and his dad's relationship that he's not aware of, that his dad probably ain't never told him. He don't know the ins and outs of what their relationship was like, or what was happening, or the reasons behind his mom going to, he said his mom went to Chicago to teach, probably. But it was probably what, maybe not the only factor that led to that. She had to probably really think about it. She had a young son. They weren't moving to the best neighborhood and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So she probably, there were other factors that went into that, into her making her decision. But he's not going to know what really happened in their relationship, because it was their relationship. And he could never compare that to what he got going on now. Baby, he can never compare that. He can't never compare that. It's no comparison. you know so I just hope that, I don't know, this it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like he going down fast. Like, I know the other day I said it seemed like, based on the narrative that's out there, that he has a mental illness and all this stuff, like he'll either be hospitalized soon, or he's just going to calm, quiet down, and we won't hear from him for a while, and then he'll come out with something else, and he'll be a little bit more calm, things like that. So I hope everything works out. But y'all, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed this short little car chat, and I will see you all on the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all later. Bye.